Hey guys, today I'm reading Muddy, the story of blues legend Muddy Waters, Part 3. Okay. Author's note. When the Beatles came to the United States for the first time in 1964, they were about to become the biggest band in the world. They were asked whom they most wanted to meet. They could have said anyone, but they said Muddy Waters and boldly. The American reporters replied, "Muddy Waters? Where's that?" And the Beatles witty as always shot back, "Don't you know who your own famous people are here?" Muddy Waters was born and raised along the western edge of Mississippi in an area that included Issaquah, Rolling Fork, and Coahoma counties. In addition to being one of the poorest regions in the United States, this area was also heavily segregated, like most places in the South. Unfortunately for Muddy, racism was part of everyday life. While Muddy wasn't known to talk about the racism he experienced, one can assume that he, like millions of other African American men, women, and children, suffered greatly. It was this suffering, coupled with the hope for a better life, that led Muddy and 6 million other African Americans to leave the South in what is known as the Great Migration. Many, like Muddy, moved north to such cities as Chicago, Kansas City, and St. Louis in order to find work and escape from brutal racism in the southern states. This migration of African Americans to industrial centers gave rise to a new Black urban culture that would exert enormous political, social, and artistic influence across the country in the years to come. The musical genre known as Chicago blues is the style that Muddy helped invent along with his early bandmates Jimmy Rogers, Little Walter, and Otis Spann. Muddy's genius was combining the rawness and emotion of the Delta blues with the urban sound and feel of the electric guitar and bass. While Muddy was not the only musician to do this, he quickly became one of the most influential. The instrumental composition of Muddy's bands, which always included a guitar, harmonica, piano, bass, and drums, laid the rhythmic and tonal foundation for what would become rock and roll. In 1971, Muddy won his first of 6 Grammy Awards. 7 years later, he played for President Jimmy Carter at the White House. He is a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as well as a recipient of the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. There's a mess up. Okay. Chuck Berry, Bob Dylan, Stevie Ray Vaughan, the Rolling Stones, Eric Clapton, Led Zeppelin, and countless others cite Muddy as a seminal influence. He is considered one of the most important artists in American music history and is listed as number 17 on Rolling Stone magazine's 100 Greatest Artists list. From the muddy shores of the Mississippi Delta to the polished parlors of Chicago, Muddy Waters' journey as a quintessentially American story of struggle, hope, determination, and perseverance. This book is an attempt to capture that spirit, and while some narrative elements are fictional, the author has been true to historical facts as much as possible. Despite all of his achievements, Muddy did have one major regret in life. He never had a chance to go to school, and he never learned to read or write. Sorry. Right here. Bibliography. Gordon Robert Can't Be Satisfied, The Life and Times of Muddy Waters. New York, Little Brown, 2002. Rooney, James. Bosman, Bill Monroe, and Muddy Waters. New York, The Capitol Press, 1971. Sandra B. Muddy Waters, The Mojo Man. Ontario, ECW Press, 1997. Further listening. There are many great Best of Muddy Waters compilations. Here are a few. The Best of Muddy Waters, The Millennium Collection, Chess, 1999. Muddy Waters, The Definitive Collection, Geffen, 2006. The Very Best of Muddy Waters, Epic/Legacy, 2011. Okay. And here's some stuff about the authors and illustrator. The author and illustrator. Michael Maheen has loved music since his grandmother gave him his first piano lesson at the age of 5. He admires people like Muddy Waters who despite great suffering, find the courage to be themselves in a world that wants them to be something else. Michael hopes his books inspire kids to do the same. He lives in San Diego, California with his wife, their 2 children, and several guitars that he wishes he played better. Visit him at michaelmaheen.com. Even Turk is an Ezra Jack Keats' new illustrated honor recipient, the illustrator of Grandfather Gandhi and Be the Change, and the author-illustrator of The Storyteller. Originally from Colorado, he now lives in the Hudson River Valley and loves traveling and learning about other cultures through drawing. He is a graduate of Parsons and continues his studies as a member of Del Vera Academy. Visit him at eventurk.com. Okay, that's all. Bye. Wait, check. And there's something on this back. It says, to have the blues was to feel bad, but to play the blues was to take that low down skunk funk, deep stomach hurt and turn it into something else. And muddy like that. Oh, that was a part of the book. That was in this book. It says chess, Rolling Stone, Muddy Waters, vocal of Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters, vocal of Muddy Waters. Okay. So, I'm done with this book, and bye guys. And that's what I'm going to read for today. Bye guys.